HPE7-A09 exam practice questions with explanations are available in the video for you to study. When managing AOSCX switches, which key feature makes Aruba NetEdit valuable for configuration management? A. It provides centralized multi-factor authentication for switch access. B. It sends automatic alerts for hardware temperature issues. C. It enables version-controlled auditing of configuration changes. D. It automatically installs the latest Aruba OS firmware. The answer is C. Aruba NetEdit is designed to simplify configuration management and compliance across multiple AOSCX switches. Its main strength is version-controlled auditing, which allows administrators to track, validate, and roll back configuration changes, ensuring consistency and reducing errors. When planning a wired network deployment, which procedure should be included in the implementation plan to quickly recover from failed configuration changes and minimize downtime? A. Topology mapping. B. Rollback. C. Multicast flooding. D. STP reconfiguration. The answer is B. A solid implementation plan must prepare for potential failures. A rollback procedure ensures you can quickly revert to a previous stable configuration if new changes cause issues, minimizing downtime and service disruption. When securing Layer 2 access at the switch level, which two CLI configurations improve protection against common attacks or misconfigurations? Select 2. A. DHCP snooping trust on trunk uplinks. B. IP helper address on access VLANs. C. BPDU protection on edge ports. D. Spanning tree edge on trunk ports. The answer is AC. DHCP snooping trust should be applied to trunk uplinks toward legitimate DHCP servers to prevent rogue DHCP servers on access ports. BPDU protection on edge ports prevents unauthorized switches from injecting BPDUs that could disrupt spanning tree. IP helper address is used for DHCP relay, not a security feature. Spanning tree edge is for access ports, not trunks, so applying it on trunk ports is incorrect. In modern network operations, why is it advantageous to enable telemetry streaming on AOSCX switches? A. It reduces overall power consumption of the switch. B. It eliminates the requirement for SNMPv3 configuration. C. It pushes real-time operational data directly to analytics platforms. D. It secures and encrypts device boot sequence logs. The answer is C. Telemetry streaming on AOSCX switches provides real-time, push-based monitoring instead of relying on traditional polling, like SNMP. This enables faster detection of performance issues, anomalies, and trends by feeding live data into analytics and monitoring platforms, improving network visibility and proactive troubleshooting. An organization is deploying a unified communications solution. The network team must ensure that voice traffic receives the highest forwarding priority, while video traffic has a guaranteed minimum bandwidth. Which three configurations should be applied? Select 3. A. Define a class map that matches DSCPEF for voice traffic. B. Apply traffic shaping to best effort traffic. C. Trust cause values on access ports where endpoints connect. D. Assign the voice class to a priority queue. E. Configure policies to drop video packets during congestion. The answer is ACD. Class map with DSCPEF ensures that voice traffic is recognized based on its DSCP marking. EF equals expedited forwarding. Trusting cause at access ports allows the switch to accept endpoint markings for cause classification. Priority queue for voice guarantees the lowest latency and jitter for voice traffic. Shaping best effort traffic, B, isn't mandatory here. Dropping video traffic, E, defeats the requirement of guaranteeing minimum bandwidth. Instead, video should be given a fair bandwidth allocation, e.g., weighted queue. An administrator notices that a core AOSCX switch is experiencing high CPU utilization. Network services are running slowly, and system logs show frequent learning and flushing of ARP entries. What is the most likely cause of this issue? AOSPF adjacency flapping. B. Spanning tree recalculations. C. ARP table exhaustion due to flooding. D. An ACL misconfiguration blocking NTP. The answer is C. Excessive and rapid learning and flushing of ARP entries typically indicates ARP table exhaustion, often caused by a broadcast storm, misconfigured devices, or malicious ARP flooding. This drives CPU utilization up as the switch continuously processes ARP requests, leading to degraded performance. To ensure BPDU guard protects the network correctly on an edge port, which two configurations must be applied? Select 2. A. Enable spanning tree BPDU guard on the port. B. Trust DSCP markings for traffic classification. C. Configure the port as an access interface, edge port. D. Enable jumbo frames on the interface. The answer is AC. BPDU guard works by shutting down a port if it receives BPDUs, protecting against rogue switches. It must be enabled on the port, A, and the port should be configured as an access, edge port, C. So it's not expected to receive BPDUs. DSCP trust, B, relates to COES, not STP. Jumbo frames, D, are unrelated to spanning tree. An administrator is investigating intermittent packet loss in a multi-tier AOSCX network. What is the most appropriate first step in diagnosing the issue? A. Disable spanning tree on all access ports. B. Use NetFlow to monitor traffic patterns. C. Check interface error counters on uplink ports. D. Reset OSPF neighbor relationships. The answer is C. When troubleshooting intermittent packet loss, the best initial step is to verify the physical and link layer health. Checking interface error counters on uplinks can quickly reveal drops, CRC errors, or congestion issues before diving into higher layer protocols. Disabling spanning tree, would destabilize the network. B. NetFlow is useful for long-term traffic analysis, not the first diagnostic step. D. Resetting OSPF would disrupt routing and does not directly address packet loss. When creating a COS policy on AOSCX switches, which two components are typically included in the configuration? Select 2. A. Queue length thresholds. B. Class map with traffic matching conditions. C. SNMP trap server for alerts. D. Action map defining DSCP rewrite or bandwidth allocation. The answer is BD. A COS policy is built with a class map to identify traffic, e.g., by DSCP, ACL, protocol. An action policy map to define what to do with that traffic, e.g., prioritize, rewrite DSCP, allocate bandwidth. A. Queue length thresholds are internal hardware mechanisms, not directly part of a policy definition. C. SNMP trap server is for monitoring, unrelated to COS policy enforcement. Users in a campus building report intermittent connectivity issues. The uplinks to distribution switches appear stable, but edge devices lose access randomly. Which 3 troubleshooting steps are most appropriate? Select 3. A. Check interface CRC and error counters. B. Examine spanning tree topology changes. C. Review COS queues for the voice VLAN. D. Verify network analytics engine, NA, logs for interface flap events. E. Perform a traceroute from edge switches to the core. The answer is ABED. Interface error counters. A. Help identify physical layer issues like cable faults or bad ports. STP topology changes. B. Can cause temporary network outages if edge ports flap or loops occur. NA logs. D. Provide historical data on interface flaps or anomalies for faster root cause analysis. C. COS queues is unrelated to random connectivity loss unless the problem is strictly latency priority. E. Traceroute may help for path verification, but the issue is local at edge ports, so it's less useful as an initial step.